Hi Scorpio, welcome to this channel. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. This is your August reading, okay? You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Um, and if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading. Now, this is a Celtic cross. I will show you the cards, okay? Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Scorpios. So in August, we will be in Leo season and we will be in the energy of star, the star tarot card, and also strength, because August 2025 adds to number 17, which is the star card, and then 17 adds to number 8, which is the strength. So star energy has to do with spiritual detoxification, cleansing, healing, self-reflection, dreams, intuition, high intuition, and strength is all about coming from that place of inner strength and resilience, courage. So this would mean taking brave action, listening to our own intuition, and then taking action. All right, so Scorpio, your cards are Knight of Swords is in the center of the reading, covered by King of Swords. Subconscious, you have Five of Pentacles, and past position is the Moon. Your conscious position is Ace of Cups, and future, immediate future, Ten of Pentacles. Advice card, advice for the month of August, Knight of Wands. Environment is King of Wands. Opportunities, Three of Cups, and final outcome, Seven of Swords. All right, Six of Swords is also here. All right, let me organize my thoughts here. All right, so Six of Swords is the overall energy of the month, and this is where you are moving towards a period of calm and peace, is what I want to say. It may not feel that way. There are things happening underneath that you may not be aware of. Maybe it may have something to do with situations, or it could be that maybe you are making some changes, or it could be something happening which is actually helping you move towards good times. Okay, even though you are not aware of it, even though you are not seeing it, but you are slowly moving towards calmer shores, is what I want to say. However, things may seem a little bit difficult because you have Five of Pentacles is in the subconscious, and also with Six of Swords, this is feeling a sense of helplessness, powerlessness, as if there is nothing you can do about it, as if you are dependent upon somebody else's decisions. Things that are outside of you, things that you don't have control over. Somehow that is in some way influencing your life, your days. So maybe that could be the reason why you are feeling that sense of helplessness. Advice for the month of August is Knight of Wands. This is reminding you to speak up and be assertive and move towards whatever it is that you want to do, however you want to, whatever it is that you want to experience. So Knight of Wands is a very fiery energy, and this is your advice. So the card is reminding you, be spontaneous. You don't want to overthink things. Instead, be straightforward in your communication, Scorpio. And you have King of Swords in the center of the reading. Yeah, so the energy is reminding you fast movement is what's coming through, which is very strange because for most of the signs it was for about slow movement. So Knight of Wands is about passionate energy. So the whatever it is that you are doing, it could be that you are really interested in that how do I say that, like the determination is there, the commitment is there, and it's like as if you can't wait to get started. So maybe that is what's needed because this is your advice card. Okay. Yes, the message is to remain positive, stay optimistic, and pursue your goals. Stay focused on your goals and take some practical steps and move towards your goals. Now is not the time to, wait on things. So this is a month where you want to make things happen. So if you haven't been feeling well, or if you have been coming across some delays and things were not progressing, or if you were experiencing that energy of complacency, then this is the month the energy is reminding you, get back to the task. Okay, if there have been something waiting, something on the back burner, now this is the time you want to make it a priority and go for whatever it is that you want to do. And it's important you take action this month. So you will so that's the challenge because this is in the subconscious. So maybe some of you guys are not feeling well, or it could be a feeling demotivated, or it could be that you are waiting for someone's approval, their decisions, their validation, something like that is happening here. So but if that is how you are feeling, then this is reminding you, no, maybe there is no need, maybe this is just in your mind. So just be aware of what you are feeling and how what's happening, in your life, like the situations that you are coming across. It's important you take charge, take control, and take action, take initiatives, do what needs to be done. So for some, it may have something to do with communication. For some, it may have something to do with taking action and moving things forward. So in the past position, you have the moon card. Okay, a little bit of that energy is spilling over to this month as well because you have Five of Pentacles in the subconscious. So moon is it could be the energy of July. Okay, because this is in the past position. So this is where things are a little bit in the dark. Maybe you are coming across some uncertainty. Maybe you don't know what to expect. So the complete information is not there. The clarity is not there. So you may feel kind of a little bit exhausted. So it could be emotional exhaustion. It could be physical exhaustion for some of you. So this is like a you in the moon period, so you may also feel kind of sensitive and emotional about things. So just be aware of this energy. I am reading this in July. Today is 24th of July. I will publish it tomorrow. So if you are in this energy now, then it's important you take care of yourself, stay away from conversations, environment that is not helpful. Instead, this is where you want to focus on self-care and let go of everything else. Everything can wait, but this is the time when you want to focus on balancing and stabilizing your own energies. And once that is established, then it will be possible for you to move forward with your goals, whatever it is that you want to do. Even if there is nothing you need to do, this is about feeling that sense of high, energy, inspiration, motivation, to take care of our daily task. It doesn't have to be about our bigger goals, but this is about going through the day feeling motivated, energetic, inspired, And yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. If you are not in that energy, it could be that maybe there is something to do with energy here. It could be the collective energy that you are picking up on, or it could be you know something to do with your emotional and mental health, physical health. So if you are tired, take time, rest, relax, and don't worry about the bigger issues. And when the time is right, you will know what to do. You will also, when the body is at rest, when the mind is at rest, you will come across some new ideas, new insights on how to get something done. Okay, so that will make things much easier for you. Otherwise, what happens is, if we are not feeling good and if we are still pushing through, then things will only become tougher for us, and we might also make some mistakes. And in order to avoid that, just focus on your own energy before moving forward with anything. All right, so all right, with Six of Swords, so this is the conversations you are having with yourself, Scorpio. This is the conversations you are taking wherever it is that you are going, and that is also very exhausting. So it could be a situation that you are coming across, something someone said, did, or some kind of like the ups and downs of everyday life, or something that you are working on. So this feels like a drag. And yeah, this is all. So what I want to say is, just be aware of the thoughts that you are entertaining, what's happening in the mind, because that is affecting your body as well as your energy. So maybe that could be the reason. So be aware of your thoughts and how things are making you feel. So that is important. So whenever you find yourself thinking about thinking about things that are not in your control, and also if you are worrying about things, then know how you want to shift out of that energy, because worrying and overthinking is not going to help us find solutions, right? So we have to shift out of that energy in order to find healthy solutions. All right, so yes, I was talking about self care, and that's exactly what's coming through. This is in your conscious position. So, this is love, Scorpio. This is love, friendships, peace, and that's where the focus is. Even because in the subconscious, this is how you are feeling, but this is what you are focusing on. So that's nice, because you know what exactly you need to do. On the other hand, this could also be, yeah, friendships, some celebrations. It could just be that celebration is coming through for some of you guys. Party, you are invited, or it could also be you hosting a party. And yeah, connections. So for some, it may have something to do with family function, friendships, or it could also be community. So community work, volunteer work, you collaborating with others and working together on something here. On the other hand, with Ace of Cups, what I want to say is, this is a great time if you want to cleanse, heal, and yes, so healing is happening. So not sure where exactly this is happening. It could be internal stuff that you are coming across, or it could be a particular relationship that we are talking about here. Um, or it could also be friendships. So if there have been some misunderstandings or anything like that, that is now clearing away. This, for some, this could also be an apology. It could be, if you are feeling bad about something, you are reaching out to that person and apologizing, saying sorry, sending them a thank you note, because this also has to do with gratitude and appreciation. So yeah, that's nice. On the other hand, it could also be, if somebody, it could be somebody else's energy, maybe they are feeling bad about something, so they are reaching out to you. So what's happening here is a conversation, and in the environment you have King of Wands. So King of Wands, and then you also have King of Swords. So yes, so this is a heart a heart to heart that you are having with someone, and you may feel kind of sensitive and emotional about things, but yeah, but that is also helping, this is also helping you release the emotions that you have been holding on to, Scorpio. So which is nice, because we don't want to hold anything. This is subconscious energy coming through. If there is something hidden in deep subconscious, this is coming to the surface. And so that is a sign that maybe this is time you want to, so this is asking you, Scorpio, is this time to address this situation? Because we don't want to ignore it or avoid it, or pretend that it doesn't exist. If something, so be aware of the emotions you are coming across, and what is surfacing, be present with it, and maybe it needs your attention. But on the other hand, it could also be you taking care of yourself, like watching your diet, staying hydrated. It could be that you are taking a break and going on a vacation. A peaceful time is what I am seeing here. And yeah, this is also where you are seeing things more clearly. King of Swords is also here. So this is you rising above your emotions. See, in the past position you had Moon. This is emotions and sensitivity. And this is the month where that is going away. Okay. This is where you are rising above your emotions and seeing things more clearly. You are also being practical about things. So yeah, like for instance, yeah, I was actually I was thinking about an example, but I can't think of anything. So yes, emotions. So whenever you are feeling kind of emotional, you are also being practical about things, and so that is actually helping you create that balance. Instead of instead of dwelling in what's happening, you are rising above, and that is helping you create and maintain that balance. On the other hand, whatever it is, so if you are feeling a little bit, low on energy, demotivated, then this is where you are again taking some practical steps to get out of that energy. It could be, listening to some soft music, writing poetry, painting, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, that's what you are doing there. All right, in the center of the reading, you have Knight of Swords covered by King of Swords. So, Knight of Swords is fast movement. So, it could be you reaching out to someone, conversation, something to do with communication, and this may have something to do with disappointments and regret. Okay, so this is emotions. Both are coming through for you. This could be frustration, this is love. So both energies are available for you. So it could be like, ups and downs, emotional ups and downs. So one day you may feel like, everything is peaceful, and the next moment you will be like um, frustrated about something. So extreme emotions is what I am seeing, Scorpio. So again, no, do not let emotions take charge, but know how you want to navigate these situations. So Knight of Swords, yes, communications. So this could be criticism, judgments. It could be either your energy, Scorpio, or it could be somebody else's. Um, and this could be you giving them a piece of your mind. Yeah, if this is your energy, just be aware of what's happening. when it comes to your interpersonal relationships, communication. So if you find yourself overly critical, and know how you want to, like, it all depends upon the situation. If it's a vendor, if then you want to like speak up, get things done, communicate expectations, things like that. But this could also be happening in personal life. So that is something to be mindful of. Where do you want to be straightforward, and where do you want to soften the edges a little bit? So that um, discernment is important. Okay, knowing that is important. On the other hand, watch your steps, Scorpio. This is fast movement, Knight of Swords. This is where something to do with your legs, and this is also where looks like you are not watching your steps. So just be aware, like especially if you are carrying anything heavy or something, and also be aware, be careful on the roads. This could also be rash driving, things like that. It could be that maybe you have something, um, maybe you are running late, so yeah. This is a monthly reading, so that's the reason why um, I want you to be aware of this energy, so you don't go through the entire month this way. So in that case, if you are feeling that sense of restlessness, as if there is a deadline and you need to get things done, this could be control issues coming through. So just be aware of that. Know what you have control over, what you don't have control over. And this energy is also reminding you to accept things as they are, and do the best you can, and release the rest, because that can also make us feel kind of frustrated and disappointed and things like that. If we are struggling to make certain things go our way, or we may not be even aware of it. Sometimes we are like, when something is not going the way we had expected, we uh, do something about it without realizing if it's really in my hands or not, and that leads to a lot of frustration. So just be aware of what kind of situations you are coming across and what it demands from you. It may have something to do with communication that's coming through very strongly for you guys, like phone calls, messages. Yes, King of Swords is a card of determination. So if there is something that you are working on, then this is, you are determined, committed, disciplined is what this energy is about. And this is also um, direct communication. If there is something, you are having a conversation with that person directly and getting things resolved. On the other hand, the energy is also reminding you, trust yourself, Scorpio. Trust your own knowing, your own wisdom, what you have learned from your past experiences. That is also going to help you, because this is in the center of the reading. Okay, this is going to help you in this month. So be your own counsel, and know where do you want to be a little bit flexible. That's what this energy is, remaining flexible, adjusting, adapting, and things like that. And where do you want to stick to your own decisions, your own ideas, things like that. So this is opposite energies. So know again what the situation demands, so you can make the right choices and decisions and respond to situations in an effective way. So if you something to do with your health, so if you haven't been feeling well, healing is happening. So whatever it is that you are doing, knowingly, unknowingly, it's helping. So keep doing whatever it is that you are doing when it comes to your health, and when it comes to your health and well-being, whatever it is that you are doing, um, it's important you remain consistent. Taking up a spiritual practice will also help, Scorpio. So if that is something, if this is how you are feeling, maybe a practice that will help you ground and balance your energies and calm the mind. It could just be listening to some music, listening to music, or whatever it is that you are into. All right. So here, in the for the immediate future, immediate future, you have 10 of Pentacles. Again, this may have something to do with community work, a family function, some kind of celebration is happening there, family get together, something like that. Something to do with, it could be that you are getting a new pet, something to do with pets. Yes, this energy is also about being there for each other. It could be that maybe there is someone around who needs your help and you are helping them with things. On the other hand, if you need help with something, don't be afraid to reach out. Looks like there is, people around, so you don't want to, the support is there. What I'm seeing, Scorpio, is the resources are there, support is there, the knowing is there. Whatever it is that you need is there. But if it feels like, you know this is where you are feeling disconnected from everything and everybody, so know that it could just be the mind making you believe certain things. So just be aware of mind's tendencies and know that whatever it is that you need, there is support, there is the help and guidance, support is there. So don't be afraid to reach out, because we are in this together. We all need each other. So that's what the energy is reminding you. All right. So in the environment, you have King of Wands. So this could be either your home environment, your work environment, wherever you are. It's like King of Wands is a card of leadership. So it could be that you are on top of your priorities, you are staying more organized and you are getting things done. And again, like I said, this is determination, commitment. So whatever it is that you are putting your mind to, you are staying focused and getting things done. So it could also be something to do with your daily task and responsibilities. So it looks like, if it feels like a lot, because this is where you are trying to do everything by yourself, so that may lead to exhaustion, frustration, things like that. So just be aware. It could be that maybe you want things to go in a certain way and you don't want to waste time teaching people how to do things. So you are just rolling up your sleeves and doing things yourself. But just be aware of what's happening. On the other hand, this could also be somebody else's energy. In the environment. All right, Three of Cups, celebration, friendships, and then you are ending the month with Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords here may have something to do with you taking a break, Scorpio. It could be that you are going on a vacation, and or it could just be you are just taking a day off, maybe. Something to do with communication is also coming through. This is where you are direct, and this is where I'm not seeing that. So for some, this could also be somebody else's energy, someone who is very straightforward, blunt. They yeah, someone who is very straightforward, direct in their communication. And for some, this may have something to do with you feeling, it could be that you are reaching out to someone, but you are not, sharing what you are coming across. You are not talking about what, like, the real thing, like, something that you are keeping things to yourself is what I want to say. It could be that you are reaching out to the person, but you are not talking about the things that you are either concerned about, maybe the things that you want to tell them. You are not doing that. You are keeping things to yourself. On the other hand, it's like somebody is, when it comes to communication, it could also be that someone is reaching out and you are not answering the phone. Maybe you will just say, hi, how are you? And then that's it. No more communication. So it could be that maybe you are tired and you just want to spend some time alone. So it may have something to do with boundaries here, or it could be something else. So just again, what I want to say is, just know what the situation demands from you and how you want to respond. And for some, this also has to do with you staying away from conversations. Maybe that is something that's not helpful for you, or a commitment, something to do with promises and commitments. Before you say yes to anything, Scorpio, just be aware, because you might have to leave things midway. And so before, like, for instance, if someone needs your help with something, before you say yes, just maybe ask for time and know if this is something. Think about it, if this is really something you want to do, and what are your priorities. Is it possible for you to adjust your own priorities so you can be there? So these are the things that you want to think about before saying yes to anything. Otherwise, you will feel bad about things later on. This is rushing. It could be that you are saying yes right at that moment. Something like that is happening here. But this is the final outcome card. So you might want to think about things before responding, before saying anything. All right, let's see what's happening in the sky. On the 6th of August, Mars enters into the sign of Libra. Now, Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, and it will be in the sign of Libra, the opposite sign. And Libra is all about relationships, balance, relationships. And Mars moving into the sign of Libra could mean aggression, passion. It could also be, frustrations in communication, things like that, because Mars do not have patience, so so that is something to be mindful of, what's going on when it comes to relationships. Or it could also be your relationship with yourself, Scorpio. Yeah, this is that energy, Mars. Okay, on the other hand, on the 9th of August, we have full moon happening in the sign of Aquarius. Now, in August, we will be in Leo, and so sun will be in Leo, moon will be in Aquarius, and Aquarius is the opposite energy. So Leo energy is all about self. Our dreams, our goals, our ideas about things. So very self-oriented. But Aquarius is all about the collective, humanitarian efforts. That's what I'm seeing here. Collective energy. Being there for each other, helping each other out, things like that. And and this is the Leo energy coming through for you. So what I want to say is, so this full moon is all about balance. How can we create and maintain that balance? Where do you want to draw the line? How do you want to, like, how can you work harmoniously in a group with others, but at the same time hold on to your own individuality? Because we don't want to lose ourselves in a relationship, be it a work relationship, be it personal relationships. We want to hold on to our own individuality, so that is something to be something that this energy is inspiring us to sit down, reflect, and come up with a plan. So, yeah, self versus the collective is what this energy is. Finding that balance is important. So on the 9th, same day, Mars in Libra opposes Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So this is tension. Again, know how you want to navigate that situation. You might have to, you might come across something, Scorpio. So know how it's about being proactive and centering yourself emotionally. But then even with our careful planning, sometimes things happen. So sometimes acceptance is what's needed. And then what happens. So if you find yourself reacting, it also matters what happens afterwards. So this could mean having a conversation, apologizing, talking it out, and cleansing the energy. Saturn on the 11th of August, Mercury is direct. So now we are in retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is all about, Mercury is the communication planet. So during the retrograde, we might come across some communication issues, technical issues, travel issues. Travel is also coming through for some of you guys here. And misunderstandings, things breaking down, these things can happen. And also during the Mercury retrograde, this is something I totally forgot to talk about in my other readings that I did so far. During the Mercury retrograde, sometimes we also come across people from the past, situations that we had to deal with in the past. But yeah, so you might connect with an old friend maybe, or a workmate, someone. Yeah, friendships. So on the other hand, when it comes to these things, the situations and friendships and these things, we also want to be careful of our reactions, our responses. So be aware of the choices you are making, choices and decisions you are making during this time. Like for instance, if somebody if someone was not good to you, and if they, after all these years, if they are coming back and wanting to know how you are doing, then do you really want to waste your time and energy? So that is something to be mindful of, because setting boundaries is important, is what I want to say. Okay, on the 22nd of August, Sun moves into the sign of Virgo. Now, Virgo energy is all about Earth. Virgo is Earth sign, So this is the time when this is a great time to stay organized. So it could be decluttering home space, workspace, organizing your financial papers, banking related things like finance, something to do with finance and money. Or it could be something to do with your health, like watching your diet. So Virgo energy, being the earth sign, is all about our earthly life, our responsibilities here in this moment. And so that will help us stay more organized and take care of whatever we need to, whatever needs our attention. Something to do with finance, something to do with relationships, something to do with your health, place of living, relationships, emotional health, things like that. And and then on the 23rd, we have new moon in Virgo. And then on the same day, Pluto sextiles Saturn and Neptune. So this is about raising the consciousness. So by that, what I mean is that's a time when you will come across some sudden insights, a revelation. It could be your own intuition telling you things, Scorpio, or it could be an external source. Like for instance, a book you are reading, a song you are hearing, something you are watching, or it could be like the conversations you are having. So a sudden revelation, an epiphany, an aha moment. And that is also the time when you will be able to rise above. If it has been an emotional period for you, this is where you are rising above your emotions and you will feel more peaceful. You will be able to see things from a different angle, and that will help you be at peace, make peace with whatever is happening. And on the 25th, Venus moves into the sign of Leo. Now, Venus is all about love, romance, beauty, and Leo is about self expression, authenticity. So, this has to do with communication. So, this is the perfect time to reach out to, friends, family members, co workers, and, conversations and get togethers. A great time to organize get togethers and everything, and also a great time to focus on you. It could be beautifying your environment, focusing on your own beauty, inner beauty, outer beauty, whatever is important for you. And on the 28th, Uranus sextiles Neptune. Okay, that's lovely energy because Uranus is a planet of revolutionary ideas and out of the box thinking. And Neptune is all about our creativity, spirituality, our dreams, our spiritual life. So this could mean receiving some kind of, again, insights, a sudden, an aha moment, a sudden revelation. So pay close attention to your own intuition, signs, synchronicities, dreams, what you are coming across, and you don't want to ignore anything. Maybe think about writing it down, okay? So you don't forget it. All right, that's what's happening in the sky. Now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. All right, so if you are meeting a friend or something, or if there is a celebration that you are, if there is a celebration or something like that is happening, then remember to be ready, meaning when it comes to your outfit, things like that. So you just want to shine, and so you just make sure that you are shopping for that perfect outfit before the event. And also, if you are the one hosting the party, Scorpio, just be proactive and take care of things in advance so you can really be there and enjoy the company, instead of running around to get things done. Just make sure that everything is, you are taking care of everything before the event. Something to do with your money, finance, your stability is also coming through. But what I'm seeing here with Ten of Pentacles is abundance and prosperity. So if this is number 5 and this is number 10. Okay, so the energy is reminding you, stop worrying about things. Everything is okay. And everything is moving in the right direction. So there is nothing you need to worry about here. With both these cards, what I'm also getting is maybe for some of you, this could mean maybe you are not able to connect with anybody, like and you might feel like an outsider, things like that. This is, again, it could just be maybe you just don't want to engage, or it could be that maybe you don't vibe with their energy. So like for instance, if you are in a party, you might not be able to mingle. I mean, you are there physically, but you may not be able to connect with anyone, is what I'm seeing here. And also, Scorpios, what I want to remind you is focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. So just be aware of the communication style, how you are picturing how you are painting your life, your situations, you know, the words the words you are choosing. And it could be what's happening in the world right now, the economic situations, or it could also be something happening in your company, the organizations, work related, or it could be family life, personal life, something to do with health, whatever the case may be. um, Remember not to use words that are demotivating, discouraging, and what I want to say is negative. Okay, so because you lack nothing, you have everything you need, regardless of where you are, what you are doing. um, I still want to remind you that you lack nothing. That's the belief we want to come from. That's the confidence that we want to come from. So we always have a choice. Yes, sometimes it feels like things are out of control and we don't know what's going to happen. Life is so uncertain, we don't know what to expect, and things like that. That is all true, but that is what life is all about. Things are never going to be like perfect. If we are seeking perfection, then we will only get frustrated. Um, it's important to be aware of what's happening, but still find a way to navigate through the situation, and with calm, and come from that place of inner strength, courage, confidence. And it's also about believing in yourself, trusting yourself, having confidence, the resilience to handle the situations. And you are that, there is no doubt about it. But sometimes our mind tells us stories and we don't want to listen to it, these stories, because the truth is different. The truth is that, again, you lack nothing. You are a confident person, you are an intuitive person, and you have the strength to confront your fears, the challenges that you are coming across every day. So in your communication, when you are talking to someone, you don't want to again, paint your life in a negative way, the situations you are coming across in a negative way. Stay optimistic, use words that are inspiring, motivating, and energizing. um, so it's important, you want to trust yourself, focus on your own strengths. And yeah, something to do with that is coming through very strongly for you guys. Like whatever it is that you are coming across, like what I'm seeing is a get together. And this is it could also be important meetings, interviews, conversations that you are having with someone. Or it could also be the way you are handling the daily ups and downs that you are coming across. So yeah, that is very important. Yeah, Three of Cups here may have something to do with gossips. So just be aware, because if you are feeling tired and exhausted, if there is something challenging that you are coming across, maybe you are talking to someone about it and you might not feel good about it. So and it's also important to know uh, if they can be trusted, because this is like trust issues coming through. So know who you are confiding in, because you will feel bad about it later on. This is regrets. Spirit, please give us a message for Scorpios. What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? Scorpio. Scorpio, your message is replacing what was lost. Number 12. All right, now let me read this out to you. This is the star card. And in August, we will be in the energy of the star. All right, so the message is you now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. There you go. Yeah, there is, like, if you are worrying about something, there is nothing you need to worry about. So keep the faith, Scorpio, keep the faith and keep going, because things are changing. So, one more time, you now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. You are blessed with greater strength and abundance, great enthusiasm, and new energy. You need to show ambition and move from where you are now to where you know you can be to increase your effectiveness. Be willing to keep moving forward with purpose. Draw on your divine energy and put the past situation in perfect order. A well rounded, realistic, and balanced view, along with a well considered plan that makes any future consequences of your action into account, is needed as you move. Be a visionary and take calculated risk. You have shifted and grown from all your life experiences. You will find that you have a fresh perspective pertaining to new endeavors. Your approach to your new opportunity will differ from how you have done things in the past. Allow your newly acquired knowledge to influence how you will proceed. Be willing to take breaks from your efforts if you need to gain a different outlook. Be assured that you have all the tools necessary to forge ahead. Starfish have amazing regenerative properties. Seeing a starfish reminds you that you have blessed with great strength and abundance. At times this blessing may be hidden from you. If there has been an abrupt change, release whatever seems to be falling away. It may take a while before you see the divine outcome. Nurture and grow from this experience. Be willing to keep moving forward with intention. That's exactly what's showing on the tarot cards here. So yeah, this is where you are letting go of something, but you are moving towards calmer shores. A period of peace and happiness is waiting for you, Scorpio. And yes, sometimes it may feel like there is, the energy is not there. You may feel demotivated, and so it could also be that you may feel like the support is not there, and something to do with finance. But like I said, you lack nothing, because this is what you are moving into: abundance, prosperity. And yes, this is your advice card, and that's exactly what's showing on the oracle card that came through on the oracle cards. This is where you are moving into new energy. So this is a time when you want to address whatever the situation is, whatever is dragging you down. It's important you address that situation, find the solution, and move forward with energy, inspiration, and motivation, and get things done. It could be those bigger goals that we are talking about, or it could be your daily task and responsibilities, So, yeah, lovely energy. So Scorpios, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. Please take care.